Scorpio Raw Championships coming at you live from the Master Danala server. Eski is with me as always.
Yes, I am.
And we are getting very, very excited. We are into our
Second game of the night.
Second quarterfinal. And I'm just being reminded by Day that home was first and Day is guardian. Yes, Eski and I were just discussing my monumental fuck up. Sorry about that.
Indeed we were. Among other things, such as whether these rugs up in the VIP areas could be used as a flying mount. I mean, if you're on Tatooine, I reckon you should have some type of magic carpet.
Ah, yeah. You said mushroom, right? No, carpet. Sure, carpet. Yeah, we could go with that. Why not? Hey, we're going to get into our games. I'm going to mix on through.
And we've actually just had a DC from the Ewok team while they're getting ready.
Okay, well then we shall wait, and I shall. I'm going to leave this up just for argument's sake, just so you don't have to look at the beautiful ZOP. Because this is far more entertaining for you, I'm sure. And we were just discussing the state of the APAC servers and saying that people like myself who started alts on other or have re-rolled rather on other servers would more than happily come back straight away if and play exclusively on a singular APAC server if it were available. Like, just without hesitation, would just be back like that. The reason was just not enough people. It was just not enough people, and I mean, you know, hurry up and make a decision, by the way.
Well, hurrying isn't their
is it
nature.
Is it? It's not their strength.
It's not their MO. You know? 7 months later, they're like, yeah, well, we're still thinking about it.
When you start working at BioWare and they give you the induction package, one of the things they tell you is, as well as where all the fire escapes are, is that you have to make people wait a minimum of 12 months before you actually do anything. That's the process, I think.
It's lengthy but fair.
Hey, listen, it's just the way it is. It's in the paperwork. If you want to sign that contract, that's what you're agreeing to work for them. So surely we can't blame them. Surely not. How's that DC coming?
He's just reconnecting now.
Excelente.
And he is just reconnected,
Oh.
so once they ready up, we should be good to go.
Ah. Fantastic.
Now, who are you going for in this match?
I'm going for me. I'm telling these guys to queue when ready, by the way.
So you're in your own queue?
I am in my own queue. I'm going to be barracking for me. I am R.A.W. I don't know if you've noticed. I am the naked man. The naked man with the awesome haircut. Check out this haircut. Oh, come on. That's pretty awesome. It's like frosting. Frosting on my scalp. Get away from me.
Delicious.
Here, have some.
This is going to get weird very quickly.
In fact, let's not do
Now,
this.
Ewok are in the queue.
We're in the queue as well. I knew exactly where that was heading, and I didn't really want to do it while talking to you, let alone... It's just weird.
Just terrible.
Just weird. Okay, we're in the queue. It is legit taking on Ewok'alypse Now. I am currently queued with legit. I got Tinkle, Tom the Narwhal, Jack Boots, Shadow Geller, Ace Angel, Yoppie, and Ruse. Oh, now we've been removed because one of the team left the queue. So we're no longer queued. Someone has left the queue. That doesn't help. 1 minute. Okay. No problems. Okay, since we've got a minute, how are you finding Heart of the Swarm? What do you like about it?
Well, I've only been playing the campaign because I haven't had that much time. I've been really enjoying the campaign.
Yeah?
The Zergs, well, Blizzard's gone out of their way to make Zerg seem friendly and cuddly.
Friendly and cuddly, like the StarCraft's animation online. Oh my god, how funny is that?
Yes.
Seriously, one of my most favorite things at the moment is that little animation. StarCraft's. If you haven't seen it, please go and watch it. It is hilarious and just adorable. Seriously adorable.
Yeah, they've really taken Kerrigan in a different direction. They've tried to make Kerrigan an actual character instead of just one hell bitch who's bent on Galactic Dominion.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
she seems to have feelings and stuff. Is very different to Brood War.
Well, that's yeah. Yeah, most definitely. The Queen of Blades is.
But no, it's enjoyable. I really like the whole way that upgrading your units is handled in the campaign, with doing little evolution missions, getting to choose between. You get basically for each unit, you get like a choice between different type of evolution. So, like for instance, Zerglings, you get to choose whether or not like 3 Zerglings instantly burst out. Like when you go to build a Zergling, and we actually have a pop.
Take it. Continue as well.
Did you get the pop?
Yes, take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Like for instance, Zerglings, you get a choice between having Zerglings that instantly spawn, so there's like 1 second build time, and 3 Zerglings spawn out of 1 egg.
Oh, I want it.
Or the other one is you have Zerglings that can jump up and down cliffs and can leap at their targets.
Oh, I want it. Oh, I'm so.
I went with
picking
that
myself
one
up a
because
copy.
that seemed like it had much more utility. And since I have good macro, I was like, I don't really need to just have instantly spawning Zerglings. I want Zerglings that can leap at my target.
Talking up your Masters League macro, are we?
Perhaps. I've actually started playing the multiplayer, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be absolutely terrible since I play Zerg. And Terran get Hellbats.
Well, you were considering re-rolling as a Protoss. I still think that should be part and parcel of your consideration. I would love to be able to bag you out for being a Protoss.
I know you would. I could play Terran, but no, I can't play Terran. Every time I try playing Terran, it's terrible. You've seen me play Terran, I'm like, so I make the Marine?
Come on, it's not that bad. All you got to do is make Marines and you win.
Yeah, well, it's true, especially now. They just make Marines and Hellbats and some Medivacs and you're all good.
Oh, I really want that game.
I can't believe you didn't get it.
Oh, I'm thinking about it.
I know you are.
It's still quite loud. Just cranking down that music a little bit, I think.
Now, we should actually turn our attention back to this game.
Yeah, so we got a Civil War.
Ewok'alypse Now up against Legit and Civil War.
On the Legit side of things, Tom the Narwhal, Ruse, Jackboots, Shadow Geller, Ace Angel, Tinkle and Yoppy. And what about from the Ewok?
We have Bastet, Duckhat, Fortor, Vaxian, Terry, Tate, Bibles, and Velmesic. Now, I think this is someone we have not seen before.
Ah, very interesting. Okay, and we are away, and it looks like...
Straight off the bat, we have Duckhat going for grass for Ewok'alypse Now. And Fortor looks like he's off to go and grab Snow by himself.
Yeah, and there is only Yoppy over at Snow at the moment, so it's going to be 4. In fact, Yoppy, I can see health going down halfway. Oh, no, a little bit more. Yoppy getting some heals onto themselves there.
I believe he healed himself there with a med pack, but...
Yeah. So, calling for assistance, no doubt, and I think that Tom the Narwhal has actually raced over there to assist. No, he hasn't. It might have been Ace Angel that's gone over there. Definitely.
It does look like it's Ace.
Yeah, it is Ace. And we might have a sneaky peek up here and see how this battle goes, because this is going to be very interesting.
And it looks like Yoppy's actually going to survive this one. He force speeds out of there. Fortor finally goes down, and Yoppy survives thanks to the assistance of Ace Angel, and it looks like Snow will fall to Legit.
Sorry about the terrible camera work there. I couldn't get it zoomed out in time to get a look, but there we go. It goes down, and as you say, Yoppie survived. So let's jump back in here. Tinkle free casting out the back. That's what you like to see. That's going to go towards, I'm sure, those massive heals we see from Tinkle game in, game out. Duck Hat. The infamous
the
Duck
thing
Hat.
to note here is Fortor actually bought Ewok'alypse quite a bit of time. They're actually 2 ticks ahead of Legit right now, which means Legit have to get a cap in.
Now, is Fortor continuing with this assault on Snow, or has he come back to mid?
He's actually gone off to grass to hold grass, and
Okay.
that's freed up, I believe it was Duck Hat, to come and rejoin the fight at mid.
Okay, well, Duck Hat here now doing some damage on Tinkle. Shadow Jella has been stunned. Tinkle doing a bit of a knockback on Duck Hat, and Tinkle looks like he's going to go down. In fact, still just barely alive. Tinkle's barely alive. He get pulled over there by Shadow Jella, and he's got enough heals on himself to be able to survive that. R.A.W and Jackboots in support here. Duck Hat is going after Tinkle with a vengeance. In fact, Tinkle is, it looked for a moment he was going to go down, but no. No, just when you think Tinkle's going to die, suddenly he's back to full health. So Tinkle's still very much in it. And it looks like Ewok are trying, Bibbles is there trying to cap, but Tinkle's not letting that get away. Tom the Narwhal in the mix there running around. He's on very low health. They're getting a bit of a boost now from Tinkle. Shadow Jella going up against Duck Hat in a 1v1. Velmisek racing over and just keeping Tinkle out from healing there. And here comes Duck Hat back to take on Tinkle.
And it looks like the odds are shifting back towards Legit's favour at the moment. For a while there, it's actually looking like Ewok was going to get that cap down. As I said, that Bible's in cover going for the cap. Gets interrupted by, it looks like, Tom the Narwhal. Bible's going back for that cap. But Ace Angel and Tom the Narwhal are going to have absolutely nothing of it. As we have R.A.W now joining in the fray. And it looks like this fight's kind of evened out, and Legit has actually managed to disperse Ewok'alypse a fair bit.
Yeah, Jackboots coming back into form now, and Shadow Jella trying to do some heals here, I believe, for Legit, and being focused by Duck Hat, who's now raced over to Tinkle. So Duck Hat's trying to keep the healers out of the game. If he can't kill them, he's going to keep them out. In fact, Shadow Jella goes down. They're down to 1 healer, Tinkle. Tinkle is being taken down as well. They could lose Tinkle. Duck Hat here. R.A.W is trying to intercept, and Velmisek is there. Tinkle is probably going to survive here. Just every time we try to call it, he does seem to survive, so I'm not even going to bother. Duck Hat trying to do the damage. Yeah, and, oh gosh, it's going to be close. Oh, Tinkle's down. Tinkle is down. So Shadow Jella are going to be on their way back in any moment now. R.A.W and Ace Angel and Tom the Narwhal in there trying to stop this cap while Shadow Jella races back in to keep them alive. But it looks like, Velmisek is trying to cap there.
And it looks like Ace Angel and R.A.W are going to have absolutely none of that.
Yeah,
nearly killing Velmisek there, who's actually now unbeatable.
Shadow Jella went down so quickly, got into the game, and then was taken out straight away. Sorry about that. Continue.
And we actually before had Jackboots go down in a flash. It was everyone, Duck Hat, Terry Tate, and I think was Velmisek, turned all their attention to Jackboots, who was overextending just a little bit. Then just that 1 second, and Jackboots was gone.
Yeah, so very close contest here at mid. Shadow Jella and Tinkle back into action here. Tinkle being taken down, but not to be. And yeah, Terry Tate's playing on his Gunslinger again.
Yep.
Yeah, we saw that last time when they played, gosh, I can't remember, was it Strike Team they played? The Terry Tate came out on his
and what's interesting about this is he's actually in Dirty Fighting spec.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I saw some, the equivalent of Cull going down there.
Yes, he's using wounding shots on Jackboots.
Yeah, I thought
it's
so.
Quite, this is actually a smart move by Terry Tate, simply because he can tear through heavy armoured targets such as Jackboots and R.A.W.
Very interesting. And you know, he's just sitting out the back doing the damage he needs to be doing, which is keeping Legit from pushing forward into mid. What we've seen a lot in this game so far is Ewok have had almost, you would think, about 90% dominance of this area. And we've seen Legit try and force their way in. Once or twice they've pushed into this corner, but they've
And there
not.
goes down the scramble field. Looks like Legit was getting a bit of an upper hand, but this scramble field's going to give Ewok the time they need to just heal up a bit, regroup.
Yeah, and straight away they're pushing into this centre mid area and trying to force Legit back. But Ace Angel and Tom the Narwhal are. Oh, well, Tom's jumping in here to help out his healers, but Ace Angel keeping them in that centre area, just trying to push back. And that's what we're seeing from Legit at the moment, is this counter punch, if you will, of them trying to force their way back into the centre of mid so that they can get a moment to try and cap it. Let's take a moment to say good work to Yoppy, who's over guarding at Snow, and
Fortor, who's over at Grass.
Yeah, great teamwork.
Yes, the Shadows, they always seem to be relegated to that no defense role, which I think come 2.0 will be the gunslinger role, since they'll have plus 30 stealth detect.
Yes, that's right. And that 18-meter roll that they get is going to help as well.
Oh, definitely. And I should point out there was actually a combat res used by Ewok'alypse. I didn't quite catch who actually got resed with it though.
Really?
Yep, the combat res has been used and it's on a minute and a half, four and a half minute cooldown.
Interesting.
Now the freighter flyby going down. It looks like Ewok'alypse has now gained fair amount of control over mid. As I say that, we have a flood of players from Legit coming back in.
And there you can see that cull going down. I don't know what the gunslinger equivalent is, but you can see that the DOT's going down on Tinkle there. Terry Tate trying to burn Tinkle down and force him to cleanse himself and go and hide so he can't get taken down. You can see here it's now happening on Shadow Jella. It's going to happen. Shadow Jella goes down. That's the spec we were talking about. It's a very, very clever spec that Terry Tate is using, because he's forcing Tinkle and Shadow Jella to cleanse themselves in order to keep up and about.
Now I do have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Does Legit have a scoundrel healer?
A scoundrel healer? I don't
answer is no.
I don't think they do. No.
They don't. They have 2 Sage healers, which means the tech dots from Terry Tate are completely uncleansable to Legit.
Bibbles is capping. He's going to
And
cap.
Bibbles is going to get this cap off. It doesn't look like it's going to get interrupted. Oh, it gets interrupted at the last second by, looks like, I think that was Shadow Geller.
No, it was Ruse. He threw his lightsaber. I saw the animation.
I saw it project.
Oh, did you? Oh, maybe they both went in at the same time then. I was watching that purple lightsaber flying through the air. Sorry, you were making a point there about the heals, and I didn't quite understand it, but now I do. I'm following you.
Yes, the Sages can only heal force, cleanse force, sorry. And since those dots are tech, there is absolutely nothing Legit can do about these dots from Terry Tate.
Well, then that's a very, very clever use of respec from Terry Tate to maybe predict that was going to happen. Maybe they had a look at the team makeup last time. Since Legit have lost Celestiny, I'm actually getting pushed out of the way here. I'm trying to stay as far back as I can, because it looks like Bibbles is capping and he might get away with it. Nope, Tom the Narwhal is there.
Tom the Narwhal off to the rescue, as it happens so often. Him and Ace Angel have been standouts for Legit this round, constantly in there interrupting both the heals and the cap attempts.
Yeah.
And Tom the Narwhal very, very low health at the moment. Will he go down?
Oh, we're about to find out.
Looks like he's popped guarded by the Force. He's only got 300 health left. It looks like he went down.
The advantage for Ewok here is that, as we discussed at the very beginning of the match, is that they have 2 ticks above Legit. So all they have to do is hold out. They don't have to cap mid.
They do not have to cap mid, whereas Legit have to cap either grass or mid.
Yeah, and we've not seen either team, apart from Fortor at the very beginning, race over to try and take the side. They have been focused completely on making sure that their opposites don't get mid.
Strong offensive striker squad. The enemy is taking
Oh,
fire.
definitely, and it looks like I'd say the upper hand here goes to Ewok'alypse. They seem to have the damage, they seem to have the heals and the teamwork at the moment. I don't like where Terry Tate's standing at the moment. He's getting
Enemy
very,
in the
very close
southeast.
to the top rung there, which leaves him open for Ruse to just force push him over the edge into snow.
Um, Yes, let's go and have a look and see exactly. That's where we're talking about. That point right there, where he doesn't want to be any further up the rung. And I'm going to try and stay out of the way. Duckhat getting burnt here by Tom and Ace Angel, but he manages to survive with some good healing out the back there. And we're
Marvel's going for the cap, and again, it looks like it was Tom the Narwhal who interrupted that.
all right. So let's take a moment and look at things from an Ewok'alypse perspective. I think we've been looking at it very much from a legit perspective for a while here because they're probably considered the challenger in this match, particularly with the two ticks that they've got up at the moment. What are they? What are Ewok'alypse? Who's standing out for them, and what have they got to do to get this cap off? Not that they need it.
Uh, well, I'd say Bibles is probably the standout at the moment. To get the cap off, I don't really think. I think they're just doing the right thing now. They just continue on, and eventually they'll wear down legit enough that they'll just be able to push them back and hold them back long enough to get that cap.
Oh, I was responding to some advice on the stream and just missed myself getting attacked there. So I mean, you were talking about Bibbles before, and he's been constantly putting pressure on that node, hasn't he?
He's been constantly clicking it whenever there seems to be a free moment. But then the moment he starts clicking it, Tom the Narwhal and Ace Angel just turn around and just make a beeline for him.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can see right here, Ace Angel, both of them going over there and just making sure he can't get it, just as you say that. So what about? I mean, Terry Tate. We've talked a little bit about the effect that he's been having. Definitely, I think when we look back at the stats at the end of this match, we're going to see a healthy DPS in his favour. You would think, particularly if they can't cleanse what he's doing.
Oh, definitely. The only problem with what he's doing is that they can't use any mezzes. There's no 8-second mezzes that can be used on anyone at mid who he's attacked or come anywhere near the strap bomb. And as I say that, we now have Ace Angel now focusing Terry Tate. Bastet throws down the guard on Terry Tate, and he gets pulled out of the way by Vaxian.
Yeah,
So
a couple of other names we've talked about in previous war zones. How's Bastet, who's just leapt over here? How's he been looking from your side of things? I mean, it's been kind of chaos in the middle from a tanking DPS point of view, hasn't it?
from a tanking point of view, it's just been I don't think there's been that much to do for, say, Ruse and Bastet this
Yeah.
game. Other than throwing down, taunts, their guard swaps seem to be on the money. Like as I said, the moment that Terry Tate was getting attacked, the guard went down on him. At the moment, we see guards going down Vaxian.
Shadow Jella. Yep, you can see that right there. Ruse running over, putting some protection on.
The guard really should be on Ace Angel at the moment, who's on virtually no health and is about to go down.
Oh, I
As I
take it
say
back,
that, Ace
it wasn't
Angel
a
goes
guard.
down.
So it's
I
been.
think
Sorry.
the problem for Legit is that they're just overextending.
Here we go. Here's an opportunity. Here is an opportunity. Tom the Narwhal is down. Tinkle and Shadow Jella are out the back. See.
Ewok'alypse have been moving as a unit, whereas we have Jackboots stunned and over way too deep in Ewok'alypse area.
It's really competitive at mid. I mean, Ewok'alypse have had the upper hand for most of the match, but they haven't been able to get that cap off because we've had really good team play from Legit. They've just not let them get away with it. At no point have they let them get away with that cap. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's been. It's just going to cost them their life. It's going to whatever it's going to do. They've just been there to make sure that it doesn't happen. And now, probably for the first time in a while in this match, what we're seeing is both teams ignoring the pylon and just going purely after those numbers. Although, as I say that, look who's there.
Bible's going for the cap.
Yeah.
Gets interrupted once again by, I believe that was Shadowgell. And at this point, I think this is getting into the danger zone where legit have to make a run at Fortor.
Yeah, you would think at 130 to 150, it's going to tick down pretty quickly from here. You would think that that's going to come. In fact, as you say that, here we go. I can see Jackboots making a run right now.
And I can see Fortor moving into position to intercept him.
Yep. Let's go up and have a look and see how this goes. Jackboots versus Fortor. In fact, we've got support coming in here from Duck Hat. So Jackboots is going to go down anyway, by the looks of it. No, maybe not, as he popped a med pack.
He used a med pack, but he will go down very, very quickly after that. He's got his 25% damage reduction back on, but there he goes. He's down, and Fortor is now unbeatable.
So Duck Hat is running into to mid. I'm going to follow him from a distance. So you would think with Duck Hat and Fortor over there, the numbers should probably be with legit here at mid, but still, look who's over there doing a cap. It's Ewok, and oh, nope, not going to get away with it. Ace Angel leaping in there. Not letting a Velmisek get away with that one. Not at all. They're going to have to do it. They're going to have to race over and try and cap grass, you would think.
With only 90 left on their ship, they have to grab grass. But the only problem is Ewok'alypse, they can just move over there too quickly. Especially with Fortor there to delay.
Okay,
I don't think it's going to happen.
Two players there now, Jackboots and I can't see who the other is, Yoppy. Jackboots and Yoppy. Fortor's gone into stealth. Yoppy's trying to cap it. You think that Fortor would pop out. In fact, Fortor's put a CC down, so Yoppy is out of action for the moment. You would think that someone's going to be running over any second now. Probably Duck Hat.
And no one's actually left mid so far.
Fortor's gone down. Fortor is down. Yoppy is unbeatable. Yoppy is capping. Great work from Yoppy and Jackboots. Here comes someone in stealth.
It doesn't look like Ewok are going to get there in time.
They've capped
there's
it.
The cap. There's the cap. They've been there's two caps, and at this point, legit also have mid as well.
Duck Hat has raced over, but too late.
Transcendence has been popped, and the scores are now even. All they have to do is prevent the cap, and it looks like they're even shoring up both sides.
Duck Hat's going to go down here. Oh, Yoppy and Jackboots, what great teamwork. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. How else can you call it? So what are we going to see here? Are they go, Ewok going to just fight it out and take mid, or are they going to abandon mid and try and take snow?
They're still trying to take mid, but we actually have Shadowgella interrupting the cap.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
And Snow was being capped just then, gets interrupted by, I believe that was Ace Angel, no, it was Tom the Narwhal leaping in, and I don't know where to look now. It looks like Ewok'alypse have kind of fallen apart since that double cap. Don't think they were expecting Fortor to not be able to delay them long enough.
No, that's right. In fact, the assist from Ewok was just a few seconds too late, and that's all it takes. And it looks like they're going to hold out here legit. Wow, what a win! It's going to be a win to legit. All game, Ewok had the ascendancy. They had 2 ticks over legit, and then Jackboots and Yoppy came out and took it for legit. Wow, wow, wow. Yoppy goes down in the end, but wow.
Yeah. Definitely wow.
Oh my. Oh,
I don't think anyone would have expected that result, given how the middle of that game played out.
Wow. That's I'm speechless. I am absolutely speechless. Okay. 941,000 heals to Bibbles. Let's look at that for a minute. That's impressive. That is impressive, Esky.
975,000 heals to Tinkle.
That is also
and 907,000 heals to Shadowgella.
That is...
There was a lot of damage taken this game, as you can see. Bastet with 240,000 protection, Ruse with 580,000, no, 358,000 protection, I should say. I'm sure he wishes he had 580,000 protection.
And Velmesic, top of the table there. damage, protection, heals, objective points.
It was a great game by pretty much everyone in there.
I can't fault anyone. I can't fault anyone except Sandy. I thought Sandy didn't pull her weight for for
But yeah,
Ewok.
I let Ewok down. I'll readily admit it.
Uh,
Uh, Picking a man of the match is
I
going to be
I really
difficult here.
I really would like to give it to both Yoppie and Jackboots for taking that cap and winning it for legit.
But then again, you think Bible's just
Oh, I know.
constantly trying to cap mid while healing Ewok. Also, great work.
It was so close. It was so close. I'm not going to call it. SKU call it. My vote would be for a tie between Yoppie and Jackboots. You've called it for Bibbles. I leave it in your hands to decide.
Uh, why don't we put it to the stream chat?
Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Stream chat. We can't decide for MVP. Yoppie. Yoppie plus Jackboots or Bibbles. I'm going to swap. Let's swap teams. I'm going to jump over onto Ewok. Oh, why did I do that? I didn't need to.
I don't know why he did that.
I don't know either. Gosh, that was such a close ending. Wow.
I cannot believe that ending. Just the whole game, Ewok had control over mid, and suddenly just the tables turned. And I think the thing was they couldn't afford to peel off two players from mid to go and intercept Jackboots and Yoppie at that time because legit were just hitting them too hard.
I'm telling them to queue when ready.
We're just waiting on legit at the moment. There looks like they're swapping around a couple of players.
The stream isn't helping us with this decision, so in that case, we're going to give it to all three of them because, hey, at the end of the day, we can do whatever we want. So, Yoppie, Jackboots, and Bibbles for MVP in that first match.
No. There's only one most valuable player.
All right, here we go. Finally getting some help on the stream. Then, all right, I'm gonna give it 30 seconds. 30 seconds to call your go. Well, still no help on the stream. Still no help on the stream.
Still no help, and it looks like it's going to go to JB.
Yep, looks like Jackboots is the.
Now, Jackboots did do a great job. I must say though, you were saying you can't fault any players.
No, you can't.
I would have thought, personally, I would have faulted Jackboots. It just seemed he overextended every now and then, but he did make up for it.
In that first attempt on grass when he went 1-on-1 against Fortor and then got done when Duckhat ran in. But then that's why I thought that he and Yoppie going over there, great communication, great teamwork, and then just making the most of it. Just absolutely making the most of it. Um, but Bibbles, oh god, this is so tough. Bibbles was constantly putting pressure on at mid, and to do almost a million heals at the same time.
While trying to cap that node.
Okay, Bibbles, you get the MVP. I think we talked about this earlier about teams losing the match and getting and the MVP going to the player on the losing side, and how difficult a decision that was going to be. And we talked about Goldman, CD, and Unfit being right up there for something like that. Well, Bibbles in this case, definitely for Ewok, I thought, did it. And since we can't decide between Jackboots and Yobby because they did such a good job of capping it together and winning it for legit, but yeah, it's tough to decide. Let's be honest though, the MVP is just for us, so, you know.
Yeah, and the stream chat was absolutely no help whatsoever.
That's right. You guys were terrible. You should be ashamed of yourselves. There's 43 of you. Come on, help out.
I'm blaming Jump.
Well, Jump says, how didn't Sandy get MVP?
Well, he didn't vote for me.
Terry Tate wants to know how come he didn't get the MVP for the only gunslinger and why the hate.
There is no hate. There's no love for gunslingers.
There is only love. Only love.
Really, the gunslinger is the only class that matters.
I think Core 1 might disagree when they ran with a full team of Consulars.
Run a full team of gunslingers, then you have my respect. Yeah.
Actually, I would love
the challenge is out there.
I would love to see that. If anyone wants to put together a full team of gunslingers, I would happily record that and throw it out. Man, that would be funny.
Call one out.
How
full team gunslingers.
How are you travelling over there? Are you guys ready?
Apparently not.
Okay.
Actually, no. A full team of scrapper scoundrels. Or concealment operatives. Do it. It's just instant unsub for anyone they attack. Isn't that how BioWare rationalized nerfing the operative all that time ago?
Quite possibly. We've already talked about BioWare though tonight. No video. Just waiting on the pop. I'll bring it back now though. I will bring back the video for you. Here you go. Oh.
Mind you, there was a 2-minute delay, so they're gonna be like...
Yeah, they're gonna be waiting. They're gonna be, hey, what's going on? You said this... You're almost as bad as BioWare. You say you're gonna do something and then you don't do it.
And now Legit are in the queue.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the warning, Legit.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. I just said, please hurry, and...
They queued up straight away. Okay, we're in the queue as well. So, 1 up for Legit.
And we have a pop.
Yep,
Do you have a pop?
take it.
And you know what? Tinkle asked me, please make it a hot ball.
Tinkle, just for you.
Just for you, Tinkle.
Because we have so much control.
I'm just going to tell him now. It's been good. This is our second hot ball, and we haven't even asked for it. Maybe we should have Tinkle dictate what the map will be, and it just happens.
Yeah, that's right.
That would be nice.
That's right.
Welcome to the pit, sentient beings.
All right.
This will be interesting.
Very.
Especially since some of the changes that Legit has made, they've actually now running with, they've subbed out, Ruse has actually changed onto one of his other characters, Dizzle, which is Sentinel. They've subbed out. I'm not quite sure who they subbed out. Yoppy, actually. It's Yoppy, sorry, and they've subbed in Seraph as a Guardian tank, which actually, having Hutball probably works out quite well for them because Seraph is quite a good tank. But the rest of the team is the same, except Fiora, which is Tom the Narwhal, on a Shadow tank.
Well, looks like we've got exactly the same team makeup from the Ewok'alypse side of things, so this is going to be awesome. Here we go, let's see what happens. 15 seconds to go and we're going to get into it. Oh, I'm excited.
This will be interesting. And we're going to see the Transcendence off the line any second now.
There it goes. Oh wait, you meant for you as well.
And both teams, and the force speed straight away by Fiora, which is Tom the Narwhal, and the knockback. And it looks like Fiora managed to get the ball. And Fiora is out of there straight away.
Yeah, and you can see the positioning from Legit straight away. They didn't bunch up, they've run off, they've got pre-planned positions for this. And Fiora with the ball, going to look for the assist from Seraph, you would think so.
And it looks like, no, Seraph's just getting in position. I thought Tinkle was going to go for the pull there, but Tinkle's actually hanging back. Fiora's now been stunned. Fiora now moving forward, probably going to look for the pass. There goes the pass, the ball goes absolutely nowhere because
oh no,
Seraph gets force pulled out of there, and Duckhat has the ball.
That was a very, very well-timed force pull right there from Ewok'alypse, and Duckhat has turned up with the ball here at mid, so I accidentally fell off the railings there trying to get a better angle. So Duckhat's got the ball and has been pulled through or pushed through. I couldn't really see what was going on there. The animation
He
was a
got
bit
pushed
too quick.
down. Looks like he's going to try and run, see if he can get either a leap or a pass up to the line. I don't see anyone from Ewok'alypse up there though,
No,
in position. Looks like Fortor's trying to speed ahead, but Fortor's on very, very low health. There goes the pass. Fortor gets the pass. He's being rooted into the fire. He manages to pass through. He
got it.
passes down to who was that to?
Velmisic.
Velmisic. Velmisic's actually got pulled down. I think that was, not quite sure who was that. Who did that? I think it was Jack Boots just then. Velmisic is being stunned and has been rooted in place. Passes off to Bastet. Perfect player to pass a hut ball to.
Yeah, that's right.
And it looks like Duckhat is now in position.
The
And
pull
he
up.
uses Guardian Leap, and it looks like it's going to be a score. And we look back at mid, and it's Bibbles at mid.
With Fortor.
And
Fortor's
it's
got
like
it. Oh no.
Fiora manages
Fiora.
to get the ball first, get to the ball, and it looks like Tinkle managed to use the force pull, and Fiora is now through.
Yeah, it was a one-on-one there, and then quickly Fiora got there. It became a two-on-one.
It's now 1-1.
Just like that.
And wonder who will get the ball. There's a lot of stuns going down, and Bastet gets the ball.
Bastet's got it for Legit. Oh, god damn, I keep falling off that stupid thing. God! It's alright.
And Bastet's actually Ewok'alypse.
Oh, sorry, I forgot which team I was with because we swapped. So Bastet's got it for Ewok'alypse, and then looks like the move is there. So the quick reply from Legit, it's 1-1.
The Transcendence is down,
through.
and it looks like Mesic's there, and there goes the Guardian Leap, and it looks like there's another score.
Yeah, but it's again, the numbers are with Legit to get the ball back here, where they were straight away, and no, Ewok'alypse have got it.
Stuns of Ewok'alypse managed to pay off. Vaxium manages to get the ball, trying to run over to one of the little boosty things. And where did he go? I think he went back a bit far. Now he's jumped down back into the mid, and he passes off to Bastet.
We talked about positioning at the beginning of the game from Legit. Look at this from Ewok. They know their positioning. Once they've got the ball, they know who goes forward, who stays back, who's in support, and you can see Fortor just waiting patiently for Bastet to get close enough so that he unstealths, takes the ball. Up the top, we've got a bit of...
and Tinkle's now on the line. Not a good place to be, but it actually paid off just then. He managed to use the knockback.
And the pass is up. Oh, the intercept!
It gets intercepted by Seraph.
What an intercept! What an intercept! Holy crap! So...
Gets pulled along by Tinkle. And he force leaps over to Fortor, and he's now finally getting ahead. He's using his freezing force, I should say, to just slow down the advance of Ewok'alypse from who are chasing up behind. We have Terry Tate up on the top there, just raining. Looks like he's in full sharpshooter at the moment, so he's just raining destruction down on Saraf, but Saraf on full health.
Straight through, and then pulled back into the fire, but Fiora there in support. Is Seraph going to survive?
And down goes Fortor and Terry Tate with the fire. They both got stunned in the fire.
Oh,
both
dear.
Instantly go down. And it looks as though Bastet and Valmensk are getting ready to leap. They're getting ready to leap.
Yeah, and then there's two in support there as well. You might see a bit of a knockback and knock off. Oh, Sarath is down in the fire.
Bastet gets the ball. Bastet gets the ball. That was probably not the best move by, I believe that was Saraf. There, he should have waited for his Guardian Leap. Because if he passed it, it looked like, if he had passed that ball, Bastet or sorry, I just don't know this other Guardian that well.
That's okay.
But Bastet at least would have leapt up and intercepted. And if, as we saw, he tried to walk through, they were both going to root him in that fire and stun him.
Yeah, just a little bit of chat there saying that we need a real spectators mode. I could not agree more. I wish we had a real spectators mode with proper camera controls, because this is really bugging the crap out of me. So, and I apologise for the lag, guys. Don't worry though, this has been recorded separately in 2 separate recordings, so you'll be able to watch it on YouTube tomorrow. I'll upload it tonight, and there will be absolutely no lag. So I've got a clean recording going up on YouTube tomorrow.
And Bastet's nearing the line, and it looks like Fortor was there for him to Guardian Leap to. And there's the score. And we go have another look back in mid. There's 2 transcendences used just then by Legit, and Legit managed to get the ball. Fiora's got a hold of the ball and is slowly making his way out of mid.
So Fiora with the ball, running through 3-1 in favour of Ewok with 6.5 minutes on the clock. They've certainly picked up the pieces after that quick retaliation, and where it was 1-1, and the Ewok have.
And there's the pull by Tinkle. Tinkle in great position just then. Fiora gets knocked back, unfortunately.
Yeah, Fortor there in support.
But with these heals, I do think he'll be able to keep on running this ball, especially with Sirach guarding him. At the moment, he can just keep walking it through, and he gets through. Does he get killed in the fire? He just gets rooted at the very edge of the fire, and it takes him down. And there we go. We have Bastet with the ball.
Yeah, so Bastet's got the ball. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Jump is blaming you for the lag on the stream rest, just so you're aware, and I believe Moses is in support of that.
Yes, he also blames me for the assassination of JFK.
Hey, I do too!
I do like a good grassy knoll. And there we go with Fortor on the line, ready for the Guardian Leap there. And there we go, Bastet with the Guardian Leap, and it's going to be 4-1 in favour of Ewok'alypse. And Ewok'alypse have picked up the ball. We got Duck Hat with the ball. He's now been rooted in the fire, not the fire, sorry, he's been rooted in the acid, where he's being healed through it by Bibles just there.
Oh my god! I can't stop laughing! Oh, my eyes! Oh, that's the best thing I've ever heard!
Duck Hat still has the ball as I continue to commentate this game solo. He doesn't have any guard on him at the moment, and he manages to get he goes for the pass, but Seraph again with the legendary intercepts. No ball is able to be passed by Sarah.
Oh, okay.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Oh, everything is okay. The stream is alive, and I'm fine. I'm all right. Oh, okay. So here we go. Who's got the ball? Seraph still?
Yep, Seraph still got the ball.
Seraph still has the ball, running through, but getting pummeled there by a group of Ewok players who are trying to get it back, but looks like Tinkle and Jackboots in support there. Not letting them get through at all.
Now he's being forced stasis in around near their pit, side of the pit. Still, he's not making any progress, and at the moment, looks like it may very well go to a third match.
Yeah, with 3.5 minutes on the clock, 4-1, legit need 3 quick scores in order to bring this back in their favour. So, at the moment, you're right, it's looking like a third match, but let's not forget, in the closing minutes of the last game, we thought it was going to be Ewok as well, so anything could happen at this
And
point.
what a pass by Sarah. He was in the fire, he was being healed through the burn by Tinkle, and still managed to get that pass off to Tinkle just in time. And it looks like it's going to be a score. No, Tinkle gets pulled back there, pulled back by Fortor. But Tinkle now has full resolve, and Fiora is in position. Ace Angel's also in position as well, and the intercept by Duckhat.
Oh my goodness! He had leapt over to do some damage, and in the process got in the way of the ball, got in the way of the pass, and that was the perfect play from Legit, and it was just seriously unfortunate that Duckhat got in the way at the last second. But they've been doing that. They've been doing that to them at the other end. Sarath's been doing it all night, so
I hardly
ref says
think it was
play
that.
on.
I don't think that was incidental. I think Duckhat very much saw that that was the opening for the pass and just leapt and hoped that the pass happened at the same time.
Well, I would not be surprised if that was the case. And here we're going to see a score.
5-1, and it looks like Legit have control over mid right now. Duckhat's actually holding off and waiting for Ewok to get more players back to mid, and there we go, stun's going down, and who will get the ball? And it's Bassett.
Yeah, that's right. And 5-1, it's looking more and more like it's going to be an Ewok victory, and their backs are up. Bassett's got the ball, the pass goes up to Duckhat. Oh, it doesn't go, I thought I saw the pass going up there. No, Duckhat.
Nope.
Bassett's
He's
there.
just holding this ball, and it looks like Transcendence has been popped as well. They're moving quite quickly.
There.
Bastet gets pulled back by Jack Boots. He's still in the middle though.
Watch the pass or the pull. Here we go.
He passes
there
to Vaxian.
Vaxian
is pulled up. Or was it? No,
pass
it wasn't
on the line.
Vaxian, sorry.
Got it.
But Fortor ends up with the ball on the line, and it's now 1-1.
Mighty Gerada the Hutt declares the Rotworms today's winners,
As in
and
one game
praises
to Legit,
their,
one game to
voracious
Ewok.
talent.
And who did we like that game?
Oh, well, I mean...
Everyone, basically.
Yeah. I did like Jack Boots again that game, and how is it hard not to like what he did? Look at that top DPS there, 318,000. Second most kills underneath Dizzle. Yeah, good game from Jack Boots, definitely. From that side of things, but Duckhat. Sarath had a really good game.
Yeah.
I thought Sarath played a fantastic game, actually, as did Bastet. I thought Bastet played a pretty good game.
Bastet does what Bastet does best.
Yep.
Ball carrying.
Yep, that's right. But Duckhat and Sarath with those intercepts on the line, they played a really good game. But particularly Sarath, who for the legit side of things at least, kept them in the game for a fairly long time with saves on the line. It was a really good game from Sarath.
Oh, definitely.
So from that point of view, I don't know. It was so close. I think I'm leaning in Sarath's direction. I thought Sarath played a pretty good game.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you. I don't think you can go past Sarath. Simply because of those intercepts.
Yeah.
His ball carrying was quite good, except for that getting trapped in the fire on one occasion.
Yeah.
From Ewok.
Yeah. Superior team play, you would say, from Ewok, but in terms of individual efforts, Sarath had a really great game.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, Sarath MVP from that game. What? Where are we going from here? What's the game 3? We asked for it. We got it. I'm just really glad we've got a third game between these two teams. They're both so evenly matched. It's really difficult to split them. I mean, I know that Hutt ball was 6-1 in favour of Ewok, but gee, there was a lot on the line, wasn't there? And I mean that literally on the line.
Oh, yeah, there's at least 3 players on the line, actually.
Shall we stay where we are? Shall you stay with Legit and I'll stay with Ewok for this next game? Yep.
And Legit already in the queue.
Okay, let's tell these guys to queue up. Queue up when ready. No, Seraph keeps slapping us. I just got a PM from Todu saying, inside into Fortor, press the wrong push to talk button, team didn't hear him. Oh, I see at the end there. Ah, right, okay, cool. Well, Fortor got the ball in the end anyway, so...
Or is this the last round on Civil War?
Oh, yeah, maybe it was.
Would explain the late call.
Of course, that would explain the late call. Aha. Aha. Wow. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. But, hey, that's what happens. It's you know, it happens. We're in the queue.
Yep, we're in the queue as well.
I should note as well, that was the first game in this entire series that Ewok have lost that first Civil War. They have been unbeaten up until that match.
Well, we knew these were going to be close games going into them.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
And we have a pop. Take.
Let's take it.
And we have Void Star.
Void Star. Cool.
Now, this, I think, may play into Ewok. And I'll tell you why.
Tell me... Tell me why. The man who likes a grassy knoll. Tell me why.
More about that later.
Yeah.
Well, one, we've seen the power of Fortor
Oh, the power
in previous
of Fortor
games.
is impressive.
Just, he's a one-man wrecking ball. He's able to ninja cap just about anything.
Welcome.
And they're also running Terry Tate on a gunslinger. Now, if he specs into Sab, he can hold a door indefinitely. There can be no plant, because every 16 seconds he just throws down this incendiary grenade, and it lasts 16 seconds. Then he refreshes that incendiary grenade, and it will just interrupt any cap attempt on that door.
Alright. Here we go. 45 seconds. Ewok are on the attack. We're going to see the Fortor Chuck Norris, as it were.
I think Chuck Norris wishes he was Fortor.
Yeah, I think so too. Wow. Here we go.
We have 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The doors are open, and now let's see who's going to take this straight away. I mean, if it doesn't happen the next minute, it's over. And I'll point out something very, very interesting. This is the first time Legit's actually run with stun bubbles.
Ah, very interesting.
Now, I don't think it's Tinkle, but it's definitely going to be Shadow, which means it's definitely Shadow Geller.
Now I'm seeing something very interesting on this side, and I think I'll point this out to you. Bibbles and Fortor on the right-hand side. Bibbles is putting it down, but who is there? Oh, they've gone back into stealth. They're waiting for Fortor to pop back up by the looks of it.
Now, I think there's also something else that's very, very interesting. We have Tinkle and Bassett were actually fighting on top of one of the pillars in the middle of the map. I don't know how they got up there, but they're
Really?
having a little. They were having a little fight, but tank DPS versus heals DPS. It just isn't working out.
Alright.
Tinkle finally gets knocked down off of his little pillar by Veil Messick. That is such a hard name to pronounce. And still, over on the right hand door, we only have for legit. We only have Fiora, and Dizzle has gone in to help him out.
Yeah, and
both are on very fairly low health.
Yeah, and
it looks like Fiora's actually going to go down.
Yeah, Fortor and Bibbles are actually. I'm standing right here watching it. Ace Angel's run over to help because Fortor and Bibbles are really. They've got a lot of health here. They're not going down. It's a race for the. It was a race for the med pack, and Dizzle got there first, or the med boost, I should say. Dizzle got there first. So now Bibbles and Fortor are on about half health each, and they're surviving.
Well, the problem with this is, it looks like Legit have actually overcommitted forces to the right-hand door, and left-hand doors are virtually undefended at the moment. It's only Tinkle and Fiora.
Yeah, Bibbles.
And now Seraph.
Bibbles was popping down some heals there, keeping them up and going, and still the underworld medicine there. So let's come and look and have this left side, Esky.
At the moment, it looks like we have Fiora versus I think that's Vaxian actually. Fiora versus Vaxian. Bassett now looking like he's going to go for the plant. He's gone for the plant. While Fiora's now being culled by Terry Tate. I do agree with using Dirty Fighting on the attack for Void Star. There's no point.
It's a 3-on-2 over at this other door at the moment, Esky. I'll just let you know. We've got Shadow Jella jumping down to heal Ace Angel and Jack Boots, who've taken over defending this door. They're superior DPS, and they've come over to make sure that those...
And on the left-hand side, we have a plant going down by Bastet. It doesn't look like it's going to interrupt it. It's actually going to finish. It finishes. It goes down. The plant's down.
Oh, dear. Plant is down. Bastet's got it. 4.5 minutes remaining. So initially great defense from Legit, and then just a very slight misstep, allowing Bastet to get that bomb off.
And the doors get blown, does not get diffused, so we're going to see the next phase. Now, here we were thinking Fortor would get that ninja cap off. Nope.
Well, the game is young, Esky. The game is young. If you've got time to enjoy a good grassy knoll, then Fortor's got time to cap.
And Seraph, I'm not quite sure what Seraph's doing. It looks like he's actually disconnected.
Yeah, I wonder if Seraph might disconnect in a second.
No, he's just decided to keep moving. He's using Freezing Force on absolutely no one. That was very, very strange.
So here we go. We've got Serath and Fiora over on this left-hand side with Shadow Jella healing and support, trying to keep them alive as long as possible to delay this bridge going up. On the other side of things, it looks like Fortor, Velmesic, and I can't see who else it is. Bibbles are over there doing their thing. The teams they're not dying. They're staying up. Oh no, sorry, I was calling the different side. Apologies there. I was looking at my map. I couldn't see who was over there. There's Jack Boots over on the other side. Of course it is.
And the bridge has been extended, and we have Seraph just trying to delay them as much as possible. Jack Boots and Fiora go down, and it looks like the other side of the bridge is now being capped.
So we're through with 2.5 minutes remaining. Can we see another cap go down? Is Fortor going to get it away? Or are we going to see another push on this left-hand side from the main force? In fact, it looks like the majority of them are spread out at the moment. Ewok are fighting in pairs. They're really they've been split apart. Guess what?
Now,
Fortor's on the door. There he is. I can see him. He's waiting. He's waiting. He wants to do it, Esky! Let him do it! Just let him...
Fiora's constantly facing that door, and we actually have Fortor now planting, planting, and Ace Angel actually paying attention there.
Yeah, they knew he was there. They were waiting. They were waiting ever so patiently.
But Ace Angel goes down, and Duckhat's actually getting the plant down. Yep. And there goes they pop Transcendence to try and get over there, and Shadow Gala managed to get the force pull off on Duckhat.
Very, very close. Great work from Shadow Gala.
And I'm looking over the other side. Tinkle's actually now CC'd, and we have Bible's trying to plant, but Tinkle's now got full resolve as the stun wears off. Bible's still trying to plant, even though Jack Boots is right next to him, attacking him. Ballsy, I would say that's ballsy.
I
Ambitious, even.
haven't seen Fortor in a while. In fact, just as I say that, I can see him now. He's on the door. He's on the door. No, Fiora's there.
Fiora's onto him, but Fiora may go down to Duckout.
Yep. And then Duckout goes down. So Ace Angel defending there. Oh,
Fortor going for the plant. Shadow Geller actually interrupts him.
Yeah, very good work from Shadow Geller. Again, Shadow Geller's played a really good defensive game here for Legit, you would have to say.
Oh, definitely. Shadow Geller goes down. And it's just Ace Angel and Fiora over on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, we have Jack Boots, Seraph, Tinkle, and Dizzle. It looks like they have to even up their numbers as we have Duckout going for the plant again. Tinkle interrupting that plant, getting knocked back there by Fortor.
Yeah, 18 seconds left. Duckhat's planting, gets pulled back by Fiora.
There is now not enough time anyway for them to actually cap the door. Bible's now planting on the left-hand side.
The cap's going to go down regardless, but yeah, it's not going to explode, and that'll be that for this round.
Alert. Unauthorized armaments detected.
So, interesting. Very, very interesting. So, initially good defense, then Bastet managed to break through for them, and then good defense again from Legit. So they just had the one moment of weakness that was taken advantage of. Let's see if they can force their way through. And they were really onto Fortor there. They've seen him in action. They weren't going to let Fortor get away with any little ninja caps there.
They just weren't suspecting a ninja capped by a guardian.
That's right.
Not the most subtle of classes in the game. And it looks like Legit has just decided left is the order of the day.
Yeah, I'm standing at the top here and I don't want to jump down because it's just carnage down there. Let's go now. Bibble's healing out the back. My
like
lightsaber is extended.
Has he respect?
Interesting question. I think maybe yes.
It does look as though he's got a Sentry Grenade down, so yes, he has actually respect.
So, Shadow Geller and Tinkle out the back doing what they do.
As we say that, Fiora is actually like capping it, but
Bastet
actually sees it and interrupts that cap, gets about halfway through.
Now, Fortor doing the guarding on this other side. Is there anyone over there having a go?
No. It looks like everyone from Legit is focusing down the left-hand door.
And probably good play as well. I'm keeping
And Tinkle now going for the plant there. Val Messick interrupting that plant.
Yeah. Tinkle thought, why not? I'll have a crack. And here they come out of the spawn gate. So that was probably an opportunity for Legit there. There was only Val Messick really out in the park, was it?
Definitely, but now the Incendiary Grenade is down on the door, so they will not be able to cap that door while Totate's still up.
As you say that, and it's good attacking work from Legit. They're burning players in groups. They're picking a target, going after them.
Tinkle going for the plant now. He gets interrupted by, I'm not quite sure, I think that might have been Terry Tate since I saw Blaster Bolts.
Yeah, I saw Blaster Bolts as well, followed by a lightsaber.
Not something you want to see on your...
No, if you're capping a door in first person, if this was a first person shooter and you turned around and saw bolts
just
followed by a lightsaber flying at you, yeah.
And this lightsaber just flying towards you. You know you're going to have a bad day, as we see, I'm not quite sure who that was who went down to Fiora just then.
Yeah, I missed that as well, actually. But they're working they're working as a group really well, Legit here, and the spawn doors pop open, and Ewok bursts back down, and there goes the incendiary back down there. So it's 4.5 minutes left, roughly. This is when Ewok got their cap. So you would think that now is the time that that legit are going to need it as well if they're going to be pressing forward and taking this third and final game.
Now it looks like Fiora's actually going to go over to the right-hand door and try and get a cap off, so I'm assuming Fortor's over there.
Fortor is over there, yes, that's correct.
So I'm going to go see how this plays out.
Please do, I'm going
Now
to
it looks
stay
like
here.
Fiora's searching for Fortor, is having a look around, doesn't quite know where Fortor is.
But they do know that Fortor is there, and that is the important thing.
Well, they haven't seen Fortor
Now, I will just point
over
out.
on the...
I will just point out here that legit, who've been working in a group so well, are now spread out everywhere. They've been split into
The
single
plant's now going
targets.
down. The plant's going down. He gets interrupted, so he now knows Fortor's around. He's wised up to it.
Yeah, 3
And
minutes
Fiora
and 40
now
seconds.
re-stealths and leaves the area.
Yeah.
She's hiding over in the corner, and Fortor actually de-stealthed just then. Terry Tate came over to help, threw out a couple of blast sweeps, and isn't quite sure what to do. He's thrown down his incendiary grenade to scare off Fiora. Except his incendiary grenade's a little too far off to one side, so Fiora can actually get the plant down without being interrupted by the fire, but he still has to deal with Fortor, who's still there.
Yeah, we might come over and have a
Play.
look at this because there's just nothing happening on this side.
And Fortor now engaging Fiora in combat, instantly takes out a good 35% of his health.
Yeah. Terry Tate's there.
Fiora, very, very low health, being absolutely destroyed right now. He got rooted in place by Fortor.
Tinkle!
He's had to...
Tinkle support!
Tinkle coming to the rescue of Fiora. Because Fortor managed to get off the route and grab the med pack.
Jack Boots is unbeatable.
An enemy is unbeatable.
Having another great game, Jack Boots.
Now we have Fortor going after Tinkle. Tinkle trying to get out of there, and it looks like Fiora's had to switch off of Terry Tate and go after Fortor.
Okay, Vaxian's come in here now as well, so it's a 3-on-2, which means that the numbers are going to be with legit on this left-hand side. Can they make it work for them? They've got 2 minutes to get 2 plants down.
It's not much time, especially since they've got to get through and cap those doors. And it's 20 seconds for a detonate. Fiora goes down, so it just means Tinkle's over on the other side. Jack Boots goes down on left. Tinkle goes down, so there's no one left attacking the right-hand door, so it's all left, and I don't think Legit will be able to take this game.
No, I don't see it happening at this point. I think time is definitely against them.
Time is against them,
Yep.
and
In
the
fact,
defense from Ewok'alypse is too strong right now.
It's just held out, and there were a couple of moments very early on where they may have been able to get a cap down, but just the awareness and the ability to know when to pop out of stealth and stop them from getting the cap down, knowing that that your teammates are going to pop down through the gates any second. Yeah, Ewok have had a very, very good game. Although, in Legit's defense, the opening game, when they were defending, they only had that one moment where they lost that door. Everything else they did was very, very good.
Oh, definitely. Their teamwork this round has been exceptional.
Yes, most definitely.
They've worked together really, really well. They've backed up each other where needed. No one's been overextending.
Yeah. Tinkle trying to put down the plant. Duck hat all over him. All over him. Terry Tate's had a pretty good game for Ewok, you would think, in both defense and attack, and he's been responding to calls, going over when needed, making sure that their defense here has been very strong. In fact, from this defensive side of things, Terry Tate and Val Messick have both been very, very good.
Oh, definitely. Also, Fortoy can't really go past 412 when it
Well.
comes to guarding a door or guarding a node.
or breaking through a door or capping a node. So that's it. Ewok take it 2-0, 2-1 I should say. Oh, I almost made it 2-0. No, 2-1 Ewok
2-1.
take it over Legit. So Legit are going to be playing Boss next week
Your
in the
team
next
prevailed.
final. Jack
Execution's
Boots
perfect.
again top of the
Teamwork
table, playing a
exemplary.
very
Voice
good
star
game.
scenario complete.
In fact, I'm leaning towards Jack Boots. Just at that initial look at, he's played out of his skin tonight. He's had 3 solid games. We talked about Fortor. We talked about Val Messick as well, who played a really good game, 500,000 DPS.
And we talked about Terry Tate.
And Terry Tate, yeah. Well, for me, it's between Val Messick and Jack Boots for the MVP. I think probably Val Messick had a very good game and contributed a lot to the defense for Ewok, which in turn helped them win. How did you see things?
I think I have to agree with that. Also, I can't really go past Terry Tate.
You're just saying that because he's a gunslinger. Alright, Val Messick, you get our MVP from that match. Very well played. And I will say a very honourable mention for all 3 games to Jack Boots, who played fantastically for Legit. Unfortunately for Legit, it was a loss for them tonight. Ewok taking it 2-1, winning the final 2 games. Legit will go through to play Boss next week in the sudden death final, and Ewok will get the night off, and that's how it's going to be. So that's it, Esky, from us for another week, and we're going to be back on Monday night with Core 2 taking on Pandemic, and Boss playing Legit.
Those should be some good games.
Yes, very much looking forward to both of those. And then after that, we've got Core 1 and Ewok waiting for whoever is going to come in and play them. And then the grand final. So we're closing in. We're 2 weeks left of Raw Series 1.
Yes, it's getting very close to the grand final. Wonder who will be in it.
Yeah, it's closing down. It's gonna be interesting times. We've got Boss, Pandemic, Legit, and Core 2 next week for you on Monday night. With Core 1 and Ewok'alypse Now waiting for a Thursday night matchup. The week after that's grand final. This is Scorpio. Esky's with me. Thank you very much, Esky.
Thank you.
As always. Back next week. Finals. Oh, and if you didn't hear it, Esky is a fan of the grassy knoll. Quote of the night for you.
That's never gonna lose.
No, I'm gonna mute my mic so the stream doesn't lose this straight away. Esky, I'll talk to you soon.
See ya.